Burn it. I be channeling my old job.
Wait, what?
I was wondering who was gonna catch that.
Oh my God. You know what? I needed that laugh apparently. Cause what? Oh my God. Okay.
I was wondering if y'all was gonna catch that.
Hey, and no judgment, okay? Because we all do what we gotta do sometimes. So
Sean,
no
I feel judged. Some of y'all's cornbread ain't done in the middle. I feel judged because every time I say something, you flex your chest muscles. Fuck you, nigga.
God damn.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know what I did.
Turn your
Why
shirt
she coming
out because I
coming
believe
for
you
me off
channeling.
the rip, coming for me off the rip, but
Hey.
I was gonna plead the fifth. I ain't want to talk about your old job, but hey,
I can't stand him. Oh, I can't stand him.
Because if I would have had the body strength, I would have tried to do it. Because baby, they be fit. Them bad boys be athletic. Do you hear me? Them men and women be athletic. I'm talking about stay in the gym. Because do y'all abdominal strength that take?
It ain't about staying in the gym. It's just practicing on that pole in that chair. That's all.
But you got
but you gotta have core strength. You gotta have core strength to put yourself on that pole like that.
When you do it, you build that strength up.
Nah, you got to have that strength first.
All right. I'm just trying to tell you what I know.
How you know?
What you mean? How I know? I just know.
You strip Sean?
That was your other job too.
Do we have some videos and pictures that we need to be looking for?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Now you don't know what somebody talking about, but you talking about, so trust me, I know. Oh, all right then.
I'm talking about that other thing, but what y'all talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Anywho,
trying to confuse somebody with your red cup.
I ain't trying to confuse nobody. I'm just saying, if you take me to court of law, I ain't going to jail.
Anywho, hey everybody, how's everybody's week been?
I don't want to know that Sean have pictures and videos we need to be looking for.
Exactly.
Monday.
I wonder. Listen, I wonder if it's from the Freaknik era. Was you in one of those videos that we might need to dig for?
Comment. No comment.
I think so.
No comment.
And there it is, y'all.
You know, it's funny. I back in the day before. Well, it wasn't before, but I was. Let me say, I was advanced. I was advanced beyond my years.
Oh my bad.
And I had been a Freaknik when I was younger. And then when I told one of my boys about it, because he was like, "You never said nothing about that," but I don't say nothing about a lot of shit I do. That don't mean I ain't did it. I just didn't talk about it because that was then. This is now.
And besides that,
just don't need to be said. Okay.
But wait a minute, Jay. The other thing
don't need to be said.
The other thing is folks don't realize we come from that era of pictures of it never happened. And if you ain't got
okay,
it never happened. Hey, who the hell is Alpha? And what the fuck are they talking about?
I don't know.
Married themselves and divorced themselves.
Maybe they clicked into the wrong podcast. We're gonna give them a minute before they block.
I think they smoke. They smoking.
That being
No,
Leave
no,
the
no, no,
powder
no,
alone.
no, 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 no. I understand what they. All right,
No answering the
so
question.
they
We
they
Wait.
have
they talked they talked about because of what our topic is tonight. That's what they're referring to. I mean, we did kind of jump
oh,
into it because
Oh,
we didn't say what the topic was, but
we haven't started yet.
oh,
but
okay. Now I'm actually
they
reading it. I saw the second one. I was like, wait, what? Okay. So
yeah
you had
solo
to
so
gammy marrying
go up and
themselves,
read.
literally marry and date themselves.
Okay.
Some people have talked about that.
mhm.
Solo gammy is actually legal. Yes, it is. People marry themselves and divorce themselves. It's rather old. Bingo. Okay, yeah. We
Okay, so
we were trying to catch up
you
with
ain't
you.
been here before. Let me explain to you, Al, for the first one.
Oh,
We the
wait a
first
minute.
ones over here. Listen, we haven't gotten into the topic yet. This is not how it works over here. So
Don't
you need to sit back and read the room.
be nice, Gypsy. If it's their first time, we don't want to scare you. You got to forgive Gypsy. She's the mean one on the podcast, as you can see. We're a little nicer, so stick with us, Alpha, and you're gonna learn the flow of how we roll. We just talk a little shit when we first get on here to give people time to jump in. But thank you. Okay, excuse Gypsy. Thank you for joining us
Excuse me.
for giving our
Excuse
podcast
you
a
for jumping
listen.
out of order.
Somebody help me.
Alpha said
Leo.
I am a Leo man. She's actually nice. She
Oh
did it.
man.
Okay, long as you
Oh, you a
understand.
Leo? Oh fuck. Out.
I mean, the name in itself is automatically a little,
Oh my god. You know
you
what?
know.
I needed that laugh today because I was in jury duty all day and then I've been dealing with sciatic nerve pain. I needed that laugh because what in the hell? Y'all all right?
Did your
It's
assistant come
okay.
help you today? Oh well, not today. The other day, yesterday.
Let me tell you what happened. First of all,
Uh-oh.
no. Okay.
Oh,
We were waiting, and then they said the aunt said it was gonna rain so they could come Sunday. And then Sunday we followed up and never got a response. And we was like, really? That's how we treat people now? That's
is that
how
what
we
he
treat
did?
people? Yes. Okay, so y'all know
Okay.
what we
So,
Wow.
talking about. I
well,
got a garden.
let me check in on him and make sure he's not sick.
Okay. So y'all
Because
know what
I
happened
do
was
know that somebody mama dropped the ball and he doesn't have all of his diabetic supplies.
now see,
Oh.
and this is where you
So
tag me, and if need be, because Jay will go drop supplies off. Tell me what I need to get, because we can't have no babies out here sick, okay?
girl,
Okay.
we gonna have to talk about that offline.
Offline. Okay, so y'all know what we're talking about. Y'all know that I have a garden. Okay, and I did get somebody that requested that I show y'all the garden.
Don't
Again,
nobody
y'all
want to
gotta
see all them damn bushes and trees.
Nobody want to see all that fucking plant life.
both of y'all can shut the hell up. Okay. That being said,
I tell y'all what, when shit come in, don't be asking for shit. Don't you ain't
right,
eating shit.
right.
I've already got my
Okay.
deals on the
Listen,
strawberry. What you mean?
listen. First of all,
Huh?
she growing more than cabbage out there. So Sean, you might want to see if she got them growing the right way in case you might need purple or blue or
Because I'm trying to learn. Actually, I started following a lady online that's teaching it because I'm trying to learn. That being said, I did have somebody ask me if I would show y'all my garden. Bear with me because they just asked me Thursday and I haven't had a chance, but I will do a little video so that y'all can see what we've been working on. But as of right now, I have 2 crabapple trees. They're starting to fruit a little bit. I have a peach tree that we're trying to bring back to life. I have blueberry bushes, raspberries. I have blackberries that are starting to fruit. Yay, the blackberries are coming in. And I had a bestie taste one and she said it was better than the store. Okay. I've got some strawberries that are trying to start fruiting. I've got rosemary, I've got mint, I've got bee balm, I've got lemon balm, I've got lemongrass, and I just got some guavas and some lemon and lime trees. Now, I will
Now
try my
here go a
best to do.
question I got for you
Huh?
because I know where you live at.
Yeah.
How you fending off them rabbits, babe?
So what we've been doing is I've been planting garlic in each of the spots. And I'm about to get some green onions so I can plant that as well. Also, we're about to get some netting to put on top to start covering stuff because we've been working on transplanting into bigger pots and things like that. So now that things are getting situated this week, we're going to start covering up in netting. The other thing, if you are working on gardening and you're trying to figure it out, I just recently saw in a group that I'm in, along with putting the garlic and the onion in the spots, you can take some garlic cloves and mince them, add them into some water for a spray, and in the evening, once all the pollinators had typically moved on to their resting spot for the night and the sun has gone down, spritz everything on the top and the bottom of the leaves, spritz it really good, and that scent deters the pest as well. Now, you don't leave it on there. You want to rinse it off the next morning before it gets hot, but that will also deter a lot of pests. And I've started sprinkling cinnamon in my beds too, and that seems to be working. So listen, I'm new to this. I've only been in it about a year. I've learned a lot through trial and error, but I also have talked to local farmers and followed different groups. That's how I'm learning as I go. But so far, everything is healthy. Stuff is starting to bloom. And I will try to take a small video of different stuff and show y'all next week so you can see what I'm working on. That being said, would I date me? Why, hell yes, because I think I'm absolutely fabulous. What?
Wait, are you a vegetarian?
No.
Okay.
So
I got one word. Snare traps.
Snare traps for the rabbits.
Ain't nobody trying to eat them.
I'm not going to process them and eat them.
Shit, oh my God.
But that being said, that's actually part of my longer term plan when I get more land and acreage and I can expand everything. Because right now it's in my backyard. So when I move, a lot of it's going to be transplanted with me. But I actually do want to get a couple of rabbits because their poop is really great fertilizer. They multiply real quick, and they're great to help produce revenue for your space. So as they produce, you can sell them to other people. I will not be processing them and cooking them and eating them, but you can sell them to other people and keep them in order for you to utilize the fertilizer. So that's part of my game plan. Plus, I want to get some chickens for the eggs. I want 2 miniature dwarf goats. I would love to have an alpaca or 2 because their poop is great fertilizer.
Okay, now why do you want
now,
the
what
goat?
you gonna do with all of them? Yeah.
So the goats are really good.
Who the hell gonna feed all these little motherfuckers?
So the goats are really good deterrent actually because of the way they scream and how they engage. They are really good deterrents when you have a lot of land for coyotes and bears and stray dogs and other pests that would try to come onto your land. So listen, everything, my friend was joking with me. She was like, what you gonna do when the dogs bring back friends after they've been running around the property all day? I said, everybody gonna have a motherfucking job. Listen, I'm gonna feed you 2 meals a day. That's the barn you gonna live in. And this is your job. I said, if a bear show his ass up, listen, come on here, bear. This is your job. You gonna guard the perimeter, and this is your food. Everything gonna have a job.
I can't front. What's good for a bear is a cat. I believe it or not.
Oh yes, barn cats. I want 2 or 3 barn cats too because they keep the rodents away from the house, away from the chickens. They're good to help prowl and keep certain pests away too. Like when I tell you, I want different animals for that reason because different animals serve a protective reason to keep certain predators away. And like I said, the rabbits specifically for their fertilizer, the rabbits can't exist on the hay and the grass. They eat veggies. The goats, same thing. So your food bill doesn't have to be that high depending on how you create your ecosystem.
But your
I can't. You know, I'm a country boy at heart. You know, so hot and pepper, that's some good shit. So yeah, I would eat a rabbit in a minute.
Hey, that's why I said I'm not going to eat them and process them, but I'll sell them
to
other people that want them for fertilizer or want to utilize them as meat. And the reason I got into it, like I want to have more than just the veggies that I have, but like I said, I'm working with limited space because all of this, everything I named is in my backyard. Like I said, I got 2 crab apples, I got a peach tree, I got 5 or 6 fig bushes, I got 4 blueberries, I got 4 or 5 blackberries, I think 2 or 3 raspberries, 2 figs, 2 lemons, 2 limes, and all the herbs. Like I done took over almost all the space in my backyard other than creating walking paths and You know, I have designated spots for the dogs and stuff.
So
But once I get some acreage, it's multiplying.
you got all the herbs. Huh?
Yeah, and I want to keep
All the
adding. Like
herbs.
I got,
So
and
she teaching
I
her
got some
now.
purple peppers, I got some cucumbers, and I got a ton of seeds I hadn't even planted yet. Like this is just what I have active at the moment. So y'all are watching me in real time manifest. Like I live what I teach because every time I walk out into my yard, even when I'm not working, I walk out to the yard, I walk around, look at everything, touch the different things, because I'm manifesting this into the next, right? So you know, I'm just saying. So yeah, would I date me? Tonight's topic?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Because I think fucking fabulous. Now, if I'm being real, absolutely not, because I'm a handful. But
I was just about to say, like awesome toot my own horn, sure. But at the thick
like
of it,
no. Absolutely not. I'm a handful. It takes a special type of person to be able to deal with me. And I truly understand this. I acknowledge myself. And I think that's why we have to talk about that topic tonight, because people be like, oh, now would date me. Would you really though?
And then not even
really?
that, people who are like that, they be the ones with these high ass standards. Like, if you don't go sat down somewhere.
For real. Like, baby, you're not God sent to everybody on this earth. Have several seats and be okay.
All right. So to out for the first one's point, August 15th. So, you know, my personality is kind of dominant. So it don't matter. I know it sounds kind of, but it don't matter. You know what kind of shit you coming with. It don't matter. I'm in charge. That's what it is. So, you know, and would I date me? Sure, because hell yeah. But you know,
but you a handful at the other hand.
Nah, fuck that. What the fuck?
You're a handful.
Right then.
Fuck that. Your cornbread ain't done in the middle while you bullshitting.
Oh my God.
You could throw shots all day, but it don't matter. I'm still
over
the man.
30 years. Over 30 years, right? Yeah. I don't give a shit about your cornbread not being done.
All right, then.
Mine is always done in the middle, so mine is always done through shit. My shit is hooked up. I put extra shit in my shit.
Do you know how to make turkey dressing?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, then. Might have to come visit you, because turkey
dressing. Whatever kind of dressing you want. You know, because all you do is, well, now me personally, I prefer a sage sausage dressing. Because the only time I make dressing is during Thanksgiving. We going to have turkey. And then I normally got a deep fried turkey and a baked turkey, depending on your taste.
Yes.
So, you know, but the sage sausage turkey goes better with.
So the live event is at Sean's house.
Yes. I think that's what I
mean,
heard.
hey, if we could set that up. Shit.
So we've been talking about doing a live event, y'all. We had some people ask about that, and we've been talking about doing a live event where we all come together in person, because we haven't done that. Y'all have seen me here in person with Gypsy sometimes, Benny sometimes. Y'all see me in person with Gypsy. When she first joined, y'all have seen me in person with Kiana and Michael, but we've not all been in the same place. So we're talking about doing that and figuring out what that looks like. So yeah, if you got interest in it, if you got ideas or places you think we should do, then
SIPP Live.
Yeah, sorry, I was laughing at something else, y'all. But then let us know. Yeah, but I heard the same thing you heard, Gypsy. I think that's what Sean said. So we're gonna roll with that.
Sean said we're gonna roll with his house and he gonna cook.
Yes, that's exactly what I heard.
That's not what I said, but if that's how y'all want to carry it, that's cool. But that's not what I said, though.
That's exactly what I heard. Kenneth said that'll be lit. Yes, because listen, y'all think we be cackling and tripping online together. Wait till we get in person, okay?
That's gonna be a whole another problem.
So what's everybody drinking tonight? While we,
I'm
high quality H2O.
Yeah, I'm drinking some juice and water because, like I said, I'm dealing with sciatica, so I'm taking pain pills. I can't mix that with alcohol.
You can, but that's gonna be a real good
time. Y'all think I'd be crazy for real? Then I'd be, got on here saying some shit for real, like
as if you don't anyway.
Yes, the filter completely turned off. Okay, but I gotta skip back to what you were saying, Sean E. Like, I need you to check on the baby, because if the baby ain't all right, like, listen,
takes me back, but
okay, tag me in, because we don't play about the kids. Okay, we don't play about the kids.
Girl,
what Gypsy, would you date
1738? Yes, I would.
What? Hey, 1738.
It's a dark liquor. I think it's a whiskey, or
okay,
maybe
you said you would date yourself. Why?
Sean, fuck you and your eyes that you threw this way.
What did Sean?
What? You know it.
What is going on? Y'all, Gypsy been riding Sean since before we went live.
Maybe that might need to be that might need.
You couldn't even get it out.
It's a shirt.
Oh, so your cornbread don't be done in the middle. And you offended.
You really are offended by this shirt.
I am. I think he's trying to comfort me. Go put on something else.
God,
I can't help you,
Gypsy.
I can't help if you don't know how to make cornbread. I'm sorry.
Cornbread. About your cornbread.
That's a subtle shot.
2 eggs, some milk.
It ain't a shot about the cornbread. It's about my milk.
It's about your what?
That's not. When he say your cornbread ain't done in the middle, he mean you crazy.
We knew that.
That's Sean. That's Sean with his son.
Okay,
listen,
so
Sean.
Would you date yourself, baby, and why? That's what
right. I want. Because what are we doing?
I would, because I'm pretty dope. However, I'm also a handful.
I thought you was going to say you were petty, but okay.
I am. I'm petty and a handful. I'm petty and a handful, but I'm pretty dope. But if I ride for you, I ride for you. But if I ever put your ass down,
God,
you're done.
Listen.
Okay, cool.
I'm tickled.
So now let's unpack this. I'm a handful. 3 of us that said that.
Okay, so I'll jump in and say why I know that I'm a handful. Listen, I'm a Sagittarius. Okay. I'm a December 13th long day. December 13th Sagittarius. And I've also done the work to understand myself on a deeper spiritual level, right? And so when I look at what I am, I'm almost pure fire, like literally pure fire.
I'm finna be real petty right now.
Some shit up. I will scorch. Listen, if it's about the people I love, I will scorch this motherfucking earth. And don't test me, because I will try to figure out how to do it. You understand? Like, that's my personality when it comes to the people I love, when I roll with you, when I rock with you.
What you bring to the table, though?
But let me tell y'all something.
Bitch, I bring the table. Fuck that. What do I bring to the table? I bring the motherfucking table. How about that? I bring the table and every motherfucking thing on it.
Listen, he picking from last week when I told you somebody asked me that question. He got offended when I said I don't even answer that dumbass question.
I had to do it.
Anywho, but so my personality, like, y'all see me joking and laughing, but you also see when I get serious about something, like, nope, this is blah blah blah. Like, my personality is very intense. I have discovered I'm one of those people that people either love or hate. Like, there doesn't seem to be an in between for me, right? You either love me or you can't stand me.
I think that's just a Sagittarius thing in general.
Yeah, but I also believe it's because I've done the work to get so comfortable in my skin And I continue to do the work because it's ongoing, right? But I've done the work to heal shit. When I figure out something needs to be addressed, I address it. I'm so intentional that people struggle to figure out if I'm genuine or not. And that's why I think sometimes it's hard for people to be in friendship with me or relationship with me, because I'm so intentional how I love, about what I do, how I show up. A lot of times people are like, are you going to stop being like this? Is this real? Are you just faking it? Because
they waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay, got it.
They're waiting for it. And it's really me. And that I've discovered, no matter what I say, that puts people on edge because they're trying to figure out, and it takes them a while to realize, no, that's her. She's consistent, right? But because I'm that way, the flip side of that is I demand a lot. Like, if I'm not half-stepping, you ain't finna be half-stepping on me to fuck it. Like, who, what? No. So because of that standard, some people step up to the plate and they like, shit, let's go. That's where my besties come in. We've been rolling for a decade. I got one bestie we're going to hit 10 years the end of the year. I got another bestie, we in our 10th year going towards 11. I got another bestie that's 9 years. Like, you get what I'm saying? Once people learn me, they want to be around me. So it's, I'm like the sun. You either drawn to me or you get burned up. And for men, like, people always ask me, well, Jay, why are you single if you feel like you're so great? I explain it this way. I think you can be great and still not be good for somebody or great with them. So I meet a lot of great men, but after we communicate and we talk and get to know each other, we have to recognize our personalities may not mesh or what we want doesn't align. And you have to be okay trusting that you don't have to force it just to be with somebody or have somebody, right? So I'm okay being single till I meet that person that things just make sense. But that's also why it's hard to be in a relationship with me, because I end up having an attitude of,
I'm okay with being single.
I want you, but I don't need you.
I'm okay with being right. And that's the thing. You would rather that I want you than I need you. Because if I need you, then once the need is gone, so is your ass.
Right.
I've always become, well, one of the things is now, Essie, you've asked why do we think we're good, you know, for other people, but yet toxic. Because basically that's what it is. You're yet toxic. No, you are. You're yet toxic. Yes, because the thing is that you can be good for somebody yet toxic at the same time.
I think
because the thing is, right, is that I know that I'm loyal to a fault. I know that if I'm riding for you, I'm riding for you. Like, if your dream is to go to the moon, I'm gonna help you try to get there. Right?
We're gonna build that fucking rocket together.
Absolutely. But if you fucking cross me, I will fucking blow that rocket up with your ass on it.
That part.
That part. But see, that's the thing, is I'm a dope ass girlfriend and wife. Ask my ex-husband. I'm a dope ass wife. But I got tired of his shit and I left. Because one thing I'm not going to do is support you blindly while you do whatever the fuck you want to out here in these streets. If you want to be for the streets, be for the streets and with the streets. Because that I'm not doing.
I feel that.
And so that's where you have to say, would I date myself? Yeah, I would date myself, but also I would be careful with me. Like Cardi said, be careful with me. That exactly. You better be careful.
Have y'all ever heard that phrase? Have y'all ever heard that phrase? I remember having this conversation on my podcast years ago with another spiritual practitioner. And we were talking about the fact that, like, people in the spiritual lane will ask you, well, I just be concerned about it. If we ever fell out, would you come for me? Would you do something to me? Because they see what you're capable of, right? And I would always ask the question, if you're concerned about what you think I might do to you if we're no longer friends, then that means we're not real friends. Because you're already planning to either fuck up or do something to me, and that's your wanting to go on and go the other way to yourself, right? Just don't even put us in that situation. Because if you're genuine, that's not even a concern. Because if you see me, you already know I'm not coming for anybody. I operate from the mindset of justice. If you're not fucking with me, I'm not fucking with you. But if you come for me, all bets are off, right? And I think it's the same thing in relationships. A lot of people get into it and they're more concerned about, because they know they're doing shit. What's this person going to do to me if they find out? Instead of just saying, we're not a good fit. Let's go on about our business. Let me date somebody else or whatever. And because we're aware of that, I think Gypsy and I are both saying the same thing, that sometimes can be scary to people, and it makes us challenging to date or get to know.
If you're scared, then you're scared. If you're scared,
then you're scared.
Because for the simple fact is, yo, me personally, I ain't gotta do shit. Karma is a motherfucker.
Facts. That's why
I ain't gotta do shit. Look, okay, you fucked me over. Peace. I'm out. And you know what? Karma gonna take care of your ass.
All day, every day.
And it may not be today.
When my relationships have ended that fucked people up, listen, because I don't bother people, but y'all know the most powerful thing I've done. Anytime my relationships have ended that fucked people up, I simply said, Spirit, I remove my favor and my protection.
Ooh.
That's it. Because see, the way I operate, when you're with me, you are in my prayers. You are in my meditations. If I'm manifesting for me and I know what you want, I'm including you in everything that I'm doing, with your permission, of course, because that's just who I am. If I'm gaining, I want the people I love in my inner circle to gain too.
Right.
But and because I pray the way that I do, that everything connected to me be protected, because that's my boundary. When we ain't together, that's the most powerful thing I have ever done. Every single time, Spirit, I remove my favor and my protection, and it be fucking people up, and they be like, Jay, what did you do to me? Nothing. You just ain't involved in my space no more, so you don't have access to what you had before, and it's fucking you up. You don't. That's why I tell people, you ain't got to worry about me coming for you. I'm not doing nothing to you. Your own actions are gonna be the thing that fuck you up.
Exactly.
Too many of us
let me
ask you something.
What you say, Sean?
Okay, I was going to say, too many of us are not honest enough with ourselves to know that the people. Let's start with the fact that most of us will attach ourselves to people who can help elevate us. That is the whole point of attaching yourself to them.
Yeah.
And then they realize once you detach, they don't really. They be like, "Oh, what'd you do to me?" I stopped doing what I do for everybody around me. I didn't do anything to you personally. I just stopped adding you to the extra.
Come on.
You just got yourself knocked off the list.
You just no longer have the benefit of being in receipt of whatever it is that I'm doing, right?
And that's the thing that we don't talk about when people are like, "Oh, we friends with benefits." Nah, I want forget them benefits you talking about.
Woo!
I don't need them benefits.
That again. Say that again.
I need the benefit of a friend that can stand with me and pray with me and help me.
That's it.
I need the one that can stand with me when I really need them to stand with me.
Listen, SE, I can wet my own ass.
Oh, damn.
That way. And I promise you, it's less of a headache.
But so when you talk about friends with benefits, it depends on what level you're on, because sometimes that's all you want, that's all you're looking for. I don't knock that. I don't knock that. That's when you're. Hold on, wait. Oh no. That's when you're in whatever headspace you're in. It doesn't matter what your age is. If your headspace is, I don't have the capacity to want to be in a relationship with anybody. Yeah. I'm just looking for somebody that I can vibe with, have fun with, we can get down or whatever. Now, whatever is up to y'all.
Okay.
Because that whatever is could be, hey, we go to Golden Corral every Sunday and hang out and have a good ass time.
Yeah.
And that could be it.
Okay.
So I'm agreeing with you, Sean.
It just depends on your headspace and where you at. Now, when it comes down to the physical, if that's where y'all draw the line and it's mutually agreed upon, that's y'all business.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
back with Alpha now because now I agree with Alpha. I think I want to be a polygamist.
Sologamy.
Polygamous.
Okay, polygamous.
Like
Polygamous. I can understand what you said.
like
I
a
get it.
polygamist, but a polygamist.
No, it's solo.
Gonna
Yeah, I
marry
get it.
myself, date myself,
I think every
you
I get it.
know, and
I
then
think
maybe
we
have a
all
friend
should do
with
that at
benefits.
some
That
point in
means
our lives.
wait a minute. But if I have a friend with benefits and I'm a polygamist, right? Am I having an affair?
Oh my
Yeah,
God, girl.
you know,
Girl.
See, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Gypsy need to smoke weed. She don't smoke weed. She don't do edibles. So but if she did, she be a little more
CPI.
like,
That was saying
yeah.
CPI.
You
Well,
know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
hey, I
but
need to ask Alpha that. Alpha, are
for
you there?
me,
I hope you're there. Listen, if I'm a polygamist and I have a friend with benefits, am I having an affair?
so to pick
you
up
know
where
that.
Sean left off, I agree with what both of you were saying because so I've had a couple of experiences where I had a friend with benefits, quote unquote, right? But it was never just solo sex. Like that's all we do and that's it. And so when I was explaining that to someone, they were like, well, that's not a friend with benefits. That's a relationship. And I was like, no.
No,
We
see,
were very clear on what our boundaries
that's where
were.
we get
But
terminology mess up. Friends
right,
with benefits and fuck buddies are not the
two different
same.
things. Right.
That part.
My friends with benefits, we still actually went out on like the two experiences I had, we actually went out on dates together when we felt like it. When we felt like being intimate, we were. If they wanted to come over here and hang out, or I went over there and hung out, that's what we did. But we understood. Because I remember a time when I got out of my long-term relationship and I was very clear, like, I don't have the headspace or the emotional or energetic capacity to be in something else right now, but I still want company and companionship what I wanted, right? And this particular person was available. I was comfortable with them. We had known each other for a while. It worked. So I think it's one of those things you got to be, but again, let me back up. This is where communication comes in, point blank. It's one of those things where you got to know yourself, understand what your boundaries are, and you got to be able to connect with another person that's able to do the same. Know thyself and understand what your boundaries are, right? I think this is why people get into situationships and fuck buddies and friends, whatever, and then they get their feelings hurt because they're not talking. They're jumping into bed doing shit, but they're not actually talking to figure out what does this look like, and if feelings change, which they sometimes do, talking through that as well and figuring it out. But going back to something that you said, like Sean E., I'm all about energetic exchange and reciprocity, right? So it don't matter whether you my friends with benefits, whether you're my man, whether you're my bestie, whether you're a friend in one of my circles, whether you're an acquaintance or whatever. Anybody that I choose to spend time with is a relationship. That's how I view relationships. Anybody that you're engaging with on a regular basis and spending time with. So if I'm choosing to engage with you in some capacity on a regular basis, there needs to be a benefit. And it may not be that you're giving me the same thing that I'm giving you or vice versa, but there's a benefit to both of us that makes that exchange worthwhile. I just don't feel like you need to be out here giving energy and you're not receiving it back. This is how people deplete themselves, and this is how they burn out. And this is how people get their feelings hurt when they're giving, and it's not being reciprocated. Why are you nodding your head and shaking your head, Sean? What's up?
Not so. I'm listening, and then I'm like, I need to listen because I understand because sometimes that benefit is just that energy. Just that I said sometimes that benefit is just that energy. Like sometimes, you know, it's not about anything. It's not about nothing else but the way that person makes you feel.
But that's a benefit. Absolutely. That's
That
why I said
that
it
that's
has to
that's
be
that
something.
that
Yeah.
that's what I say. That's why I was shaking my head, and then I was like, but then it's like sometimes it is something other than that, but
Mhm.
that depends on the situation and who you're dealing with.
Right.
I mean, just as an example, let's say I used to have a friend. They really couldn't give me anything because they were always going through something. I was always having to give them a ride or show whatever it was, right? But that person was a praying person. They were going through, but they still knew some prayer. So every time we
Right.
would get together, they would be like, "Well, Jay, can I just speak some life into you? Can I pray for whatever it is you work on?" And I'd be like, "Bet." So the whole time I'm driving, taking them wherever they got to do, run their errands or whatever, they're speaking life into me, encouraging me. That's the reciprocity. And that's why I said it may not always come back the way that you're giving it, but you should be able to see something that you're benefiting or receiving in every exchange you have. And here's the trick part about that. Let's say I'm out randomly and I walk up to SP Sean P and Spirit tells me to bless them because I shared with y'all a couple of months ago. I was in Walmart and Spirit orchestrated it exactly. Like I'm telling you, the time had to line up exactly for me to end up in there at the exact time that lady was in there that I ended up blessing and paying for her stuff, right? And it was a couple of $100.
Right.
I had been running
remember
errands. I had been dilly-dallying, and Spirit was like, "Go now." And I rerouted myself and went. She didn't do anything for me. The energetic exchange, though, was the benefit. Spirit told me to bless her. And by her sharing with me what she was going through, it gave me confirmation of me listening and taking action, which was the benefit to me in that moment. That affirmed to me, like, hey, I'm tapped in, I'm tuned in, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Literally days later, a contract that I was working on came through with even more than I expected, right? So I planted a seed and the seed came back. So that's what I'm saying. It shows up in different ways. We just have to be open. However it's supposed to show up. And sometimes in that moment, it was her words of encouragement and her thanks and gratitude that warmed my heart. And then Spirit was like, boom. Because see, one of the affirmations I speak, I can't never be Spirit in giving. Every time I spend something, it's coming back 1,000-fold. Every time I bless somebody, it's coming back 1,000-fold. So, but again, I operate from a place of energetic exchange. And again, that's why I think I'm difficult in relationships. I acknowledge that because I give it such a high magnitude and I have such a high expectation of people because of how I show up. Not that they have to do the same, but you got to match me on whatever you're giving. And a lot of people, men and women, because I'm not just picking on men, a lot of people have not gotten, and I see you shaking your head, Sean, but a lot of people have not gotten in touch with themselves enough to be willing to up level. So if I'm here, you can't be here and expect me to come down with you. You got to come up here and match me, and we grow together.
And like, I'm not disputing any of that. My thing is, you should never say I'm difficult in relationships. That's why I'm shaking my head.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because no. Because I feel like this. Like I said, karma's a motherfucker. So as long as you keep thinking I'm difficult in relationships because of X, Y, and Z, what's going to happen? You're going to be difficult in relationships because of X, Y,
That's
and Z.
very true. The power of words. Thank you for checking me on that. So let me reframe that and say, I understand that I am not built for everyone, and I accept that. I think thank you for checking me on that word, because I teach people that all the time, the power of words. So I'm not built for everyone, and I accept that, and I acknowledge that. And I choose to never allow myself to settle for less than what I desire, which is why I've had more long-term relationships, because like when I look at my dating history from 17 to 46 now, so like 30 years, I've had long-term relationships. And that's because I'll date and I'll play around, but I've chosen to never settle for less than what I want. And I only say yes to being in a relationship when I feel like it's equal match. You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So my question is that have you ever thought that that's really what you wanted, but then you realize that maybe that's not what you want, but you haven't been able to really tell that person that that's really just not what I want, because there's some things that I see in you that I know that they make me kill you.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, and my problem is I figured it out after I had to
Sean,
make it.
why your face scrunch up like that? I'm telling the
Cause
truth, bro.
I'm like,
Listen,
hold on.
they would
Who
make me,
you
they
with?
would
No,
make
no,
me
no,
kill
no, no,
you.
no, no, no. Who you with that you want to kill that you ain't like? You know what?
Who you with? Who you with?
No,
Who you with?
Before.
Who you with? Oh my
no, but
God. Okay.
what I'm saying is the way that you treat me would make me kill you eventually, because I know that I don't like being treated like that. I don't like being handled like that.
Treated like what? I mean, you can't make a statement and say like
The
you
risk,
give a
if the so
generalities when
if the reciprocity isn't there, I know that
She got real
eventually
correct then, didn't she?
I will take you out.
Wow.
I mean, but that's any relationship. If there is not a given, so all right. I had a situation. I was dealing with a person. I kept having to say, look, a relationship is not a one way street. That was what I would
Mm-hmm.
say. A relationship is it's a two-way street.
Right.
But you're treating it like I'm supposed to be doing this and that's it. Like you ain't supposed to be doing shit. Fuck out of here.
Right.
And I told him several
Yeah.
times to a point where I just stopped talking to him because at that point, look, I
That
told you, I told
Well,
you, and I told
see,
you.
now I feel like I'm begging, and I ain't
Yeah.
finna do that.
And yeah, I ain't no,
Right.
I ain't feel like I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. I ain't begging.
That
I'm telling
too.
because I'm look
oh shit.
X Y and Z. You not listening because it's like oh, it go in one ear and out the other, and you
Mhm.
just going fuck out of here. So I'm
Mm-mm.
just you
I
know
mean,
what when you call when you text it, nope, it's over with because I already told you like look you doing too much. You slow the fuck, calm the fuck down. Look, I mean, I understand whatever these fuck ass niggas is out here doing to you. I'm not one of them niggas.
mm-hmm.
You could talk to me. We could talk
I
about
think
anything and everything, but I ain't one of them niggas.
Right.
I get
But
that.
you keep and every time I try to have a conversation, I'm like, you know, X, Y, and then you want to take over and just go, well, this, that, and me, and I did, and like, hold on, wait, what the fuck? I was,
Mm.
you know what? I
I
told
get
you,
that.
and I done told you, and I done told you. So you know what?
Mm.
I ain't gotta explain shit. I'm not. Oh, well, this not gonna work. No, I done already told you it ain't gonna work because you keep
Oh
doing this shit and
shit.
you keep doing it. So at this point, it's done.
Yeah, I ain't
I
big on
think I
repeating
get
my
that.
damn self.
I mean, so I've shared with you all because my friends in my inner circle, they really struggle to understand why I won't get back with my ex-partner because they've seen us through the good, the bad. They've seen him, they've seen me, how we engage. They've seen him show up for me show up for him. And so like when I chose to end it, that was a really hard thing for them to accept. Like, why y'all? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, why? Right? Because we've been together for so long. But it really was that. Like, I think love and hate are the same thing. Let me start there to answer your
It's a
Mm.
question.
very thin line for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's a thin line between them. I think it's a spectrum. That's how it makes sense to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Okay.
you're moving across that spectrum in life as you engage with people, whether you
Right.
love them or you hate them, whether you're passionate about them or whatever. You're constantly moving across that spectrum as you go through experiences with them day to day. And so that's why one day you can be lovey-dovey, like you. I've heard people say, I love their dirty draws. I don't think I've ever loved anybody that much, but I've loved,
Right.
right? And then you can be on that. And so using my ex-partner as an example, the reason I chose to walk away as much as I loved him, because I genuinely loved him. I'll never say that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I won't dishonor that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as
Right.
much as I loved him, the struggles that we had started to pervert that love.
Thank
Mm.
you. And that is
And I
why I'm
felt like I
divorced.
was moving on that spectrum from I love you, I'm in this with you,
So I'm
and I
about
was
to
getting
despise you.
Right. I was getting closer and closer to despising and disgust. And it's not that he was a bad person. Right now, if I
He
picked
wasn't
up
the
the
right
phone,
person for you.
he was no longer the right person. Right now, if I picked up the phone and I said, I need you, I have no doubt that he would show up. If he called me right now and said, Jay, I need this, that, I'm finna be out, y'all. Y'all roll on, end it when you're done, because I'm finna go see about him. You understand? Like, the love is still
Now, I
powerful.
can't say that about my ex-husband, but
see, that's why I said
I
I'll
feel
never dishonor the love, because it was true. But I had to recognize that as he was changing and growing, and as I was changing and growing, instead of it being like this, it was like this. And our needs changed. And sometimes I think we stay with people beyond the point that we were supposed to be there. That season is up. Because I don't believe everybody's for a lifetime. I don't believe you get married and that person is guaranteed to be your lifetime. Sometimes it does work out like that for people. And sometimes that person is just for a season, whether that season is a day, a week, a month, or 20 years, whatever, right? So I can honestly say, yeah, I was getting to that point. And that was the point that I recognized for me it's time to let go. Because I would rather love you as my friend and show up than to force the thing that's not working anymore. Listen, and I ain't got time to be running around with no damn knife trying to stab nobody, okay? Because I'm over 40, I'm light skinned and I bruised. I do not look good in overalls, and I can't be nobody bottom bitch in jail because they're going to put me in solitary. Okay.
Hey, look. Orange is the new black. Orange is the new black.
Shut up, Sean.
Can't do it. Okay. Do you hear me? But I think we have to be honest about that. I think the reason that it changes and shifts is because we force it past the point of where it was supposed to end.
And I can prove that's real, because I can guarantee you, if I hadn't have forced my first marriage well past where it should have been, we would still probably be friends. Now, I wouldn't spit on that bitch if she was on fire.
I promise you, I understand with everything in me. If I saw my ex-husband on fire right across the street, I wouldn't have walked over there to pour rain on him or spit on him. Would not. But that's because I'm passionate. Like when I tell you I'm intense and I'm passionate, it's because I've taken the time to understand myself. The same passion and intensity that I love with and that I show up for people is the same passion and intensity that I can look at you and act like you don't exist. Because I look
through you.
Right.
Look right through you.
Switch inside myself. And it's like I've got people that I dated. If they call me right now, you good? You need anything? You all right? And vice versa. But there are certain people, friend or ex-husband or whoever, once you have given me your ass to kiss.
That's okay. I remember.
And then
it's okay. I remember.
And like I said, to people asking, well, how do you get over it? How do you let go? That simple prayer. I remove my protection and my favor. I call all of my energy back to myself. I call all that love and time and effort and everything I might have given whoever back to myself to replenish myself. That's why. Because people ask me that all the time when they saw me go through my divorce or they saw me go through a breakup, like you was back to normal. It's not that things don't hurt me. Is that again, I'm intentional about shit. So when that ends, I'm gonna go over here and say, okay, Jay, it's time to reset and recalibrate. It's all about stuff. Let's figure out what we need to do before I jump into anything else or before I recalibrate toward anything else. I'm resetting myself. What's up, Sean? Because I see you shaking your head. You got something to say.
No, I'm just like, I guess I just have too much compassion and too much belief in karma because, I would piss on you if you on fire. I would piss on you and put you out. But if you got stung by a sting, if you got stung by a stingray, I ain't gonna piss on you though. And if you know, you know.
Wow. But listen, this thing on fire might be their karma. I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm going to let
I don't care who I don't want to see you die. So I'll piss. I ain't gonna spit. I'll piss on you. I think that's more disrespectful. So I'll piss on you, put you out.
Oh,
Here's the
yeah.
thing. I just don't want to see you die by my hand.
But if you get stung by a stingray, I ain't gonna piss on you because so if you get stung by a stingray, you know how that shit hurt. Pee, if whatever's in pee makes that shit stop hurting.
Oh, right. I got you. It deactivates the enzymes or whatever.
So I would not piss on you for that. I would let you know, enjoy that thing. But if you on fire, I don't want to see you die. So yeah, I'm gonna piss on it. To me, it's still disrespectful because the fire hydrant could be right there. And trust me, I know how to turn a fire hydrant. I've been doing it my whole life. But I'm gonna piss on you. Let me go ahead and put you out. Now go to hospital.
So let me give y'all another example of that. I had this friend, and we was down like 4 flat tires, baby. Like she had 2 kids. I was helping her run back and forth after surgery to take care of kids, make sure they were settled. I was helping her baby's father when he didn't have his car, running him around to get groceries and stuff to take care of the kids when he was baby stuff. Like when I said we was down, that's how I show up in friendship. I got you.
Right.
Whatever, we rolling. And I remember being at her house one night and this dude showed up. And I guess she had been dating him and they broke it off or whatever. But he shows up with his friends. So he comes in the house and he's just rude and disrespectful. And I'm just kind of standing off to the side like, what the hell? Wow. I'm just watching. And he calling her all kind of bitches and hoes. And I'm just standing there like, wow. No. So I go stand over there by her. Like they were standing kind of at the bar to the kitchen, right? So I got kind of I just got agitated. I go stand by her. I'm edging over there and he's still talking. And I'm on the phone with my boyfriend at the time. And he like, Jay, don't. And I'm like, nah, I can't. So he jumps in his car, headed to her house in case some shit jump off, right? So I ease my way between them and I'm like, I need for you to not do this. Like, I don't know what's been going on. I don't want to get in the middle of y'all mess. But as her friend, I can't stand by and watch you call her bitches and hoes. Like, can you just not? Mm-hmm. He starts talking to me crazy. And she just standing there looking stupid. And I was like, so your solution, and his friends are all standing there like, what the fuck? So I'm asking him, I'm like, so your solution, instead of just backing up and being respectful in front of her friends and her kids, is to double down and disrespect me? So he said something to me, and I was like, nigga, I will fight you like a nigga in the street. Like, I can't let you respectful. What you ain't gonna never do is feel like you can put your hands on me. I said, you can say whatever to me, just don't touch me. Right. So he started getting closer to me, and his friend was like, dude, I don't think you see the look in her eye. You need to back up. So he finally took a few steps back, and I told her, I said, I was finna leave, but I'll stay if you don't feel safe. I'm not gonna leave you in this. Can you ask them to leave before I leave so I know you good? And she was like,
Excuse me?
That was enough. I said, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna leave you to it. And I said, when he beat your ass tonight, do not call me because I'm not coming back, because I intervened to give you a way out. And I just asked you to have them leave while my man is on the way. So we know that you're good. I done gave you 2 outs.
And you ain't take neither one?
And you didn't take neither one. I said, so when he whooped your ass tonight, do not call me.
Who asked you to do that?
The point was, nobody asked.
Nah. Because the reason why I said that is this.
Ouch.
I learned a long time ago. Don't give me something because you know what's right. You know what's right. You know what should be happening and how things should be. But then you get mixed up in somebody else shit trying to do the right thing. And now you the asshole, you the fuck off, leave me alone because of this, that.
And you're right. And so how I handled that was, the reason I handled it that way, see, that's a thing that in my space, that's how we roll. And I had to recognize,
everybody don't roll like that.
Everybody don't roll like that, but let me be honest. I had to recognize I ain't have no business being friends with her. Let me be real honest about that. Okay? She was not the type of person that, and when I say deserving, I don't want to say that she's less than as a person. That's not what I mean. But let me be clear to say she was not the person that I needed to be friends with, and she didn't deserve to have that kind of access to me because of how I carry myself and how I roll. So that was my lesson. And let me be honest, she did call me the next day after he whooped her ass. I said, I'm not coming, baby. Lose my number. Because I gave you the opportunity to rise up. I gave you the opportunity to let me show you how to handle it different. And you want to stand your bullshit, I'm going to let you.
And see, the kind of friend she needed would have been right there like, bitch, shut up. You don't talk to him like that.
Right.
That's the kind of friend she needed. And then the next day,
exactly.
And then the next day when she goes, bitch, I told you not to talk. That's why he beat your ass. Because that's what's normal for them.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you, this will never die in my mind. But my grandmother told me a long time ago, to leave them where you find them.
Man, what? Say that again, Sean, for the people in the back.
Say it again. Say it louder for the people in the back.
You leave them where you find them. That's it.
Boom. And the reason I was sharing that, it ties back into the topic of tonight, would you date yourself? The bottom line, everybody don't deserve access. And sometimes we put ourselves in crazy situations when we are giving people access that are not worthy of it and deserving of it based on how they want to carry themselves. You want to be over there, baby, I'm going to let you be over there with all that bullshit. And I'm going to go on about my business, right? And it's the same in relationships. Would you date you with whatever you do, however you behave, however you carry yourself, however you engage? Would you date you? And if you're honest enough to be like, I'm honest enough to be like, I got some shit I got to work on. Are you willing to work on it? Or do you just demand that people put up with your bullshit? Like,
too often many people demand that folks put up with their bullshit. Too often people get in this mindset that they ain't that people are trying to change them when no, bitch, they want you to grow the fuck up.
They want you to elevate, yeah.
They want you to be the best version of yourself, because too often we go back probably about 4 shows. We see the potential that you don't see.
Yes. Oh my God. Come on through. You better preach.
You see, so it's like people
y'all just look at the date. Look at the date and go back 4 dates. And then you'll find the right show that he's talking about and go watch it.
Because it's like, nah, I don't want to change you, but I want you to be better.
Yes.
And growth to me ain't necessarily change, it's you're getting better.
You're a better version of you.
I just saw the comment that Kenneth put in there. He told no, I wouldn't date me because nigga bossy.
No, I wouldn't date me because nigga bossy.
Listen, I went back and found the episode. So the episode that Sean was talking about, I think you actually hit on a couple of points, Sean. We had You Want Passion, but You're Afraid of Exposure. That was 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And then we had You're Addicted to the Almost. That was 4 weeks ago. You're addicted to the almost.
I think it's Addicted to the Almost is where we was talking about that.
Yeah. So y'all go back and catch up.
And so
those are some hot topics that you need to dive into as well as you listen to this episode. But Kenneth said, "No, I wouldn't date me because the nigga bossy." Okay, Kenneth, you don't want to change.
You can't be bossy, man. You got to stop being bossy, bro. But I get it.
Nah, I mean that depends on who they
really
date.
Bossy, or are you?
No, but that depends on who they date. See, so when it comes to dealing with people, you got to understand people on the overall. And sometimes, I hate to put it this way, but the best way to put it is, that's why pimps exist.
Say what?
Because that's why pimps exist. Because sometimes people just need to be told what they need to do. And I know you. Now I'm not talking to y'all before y'all fix y'all lips.
I ain't said nothing.
I see the looks on both y'all faces.
I haven't said anything. I'm just listening.
I see the looks on both y'all faces. I'm just telling you why things are the way they are. So there are, and not saying that every woman want to be put out on a stroll. It's just some women they just they feel like they need a man to tell them what to do. I'm not saying y'all like that. I'm not saying there's a lot of women like that. There are some women like that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like if you know
There's
yourself
nothing
and
wrong
you
with
think
that
that's
if
what
that's
you
what they
need,
want.
go for it. Everybody's relationship is different. That's why
But
you
see,
have some
here's the
people that
thing.
are
It
more
ain't just
submissive.
women like
But you
that.
ain't finna tell me
Yeah.
what the fuck to do.
That's why you have some people that are more submissive and some people that are more dominant, men and women.
And that statement right there is why cultural dating is a thing, which is why
Yes.
It
a lot
is.
of
Oh, say that again. Say it again.
cultural, yeah, you got to be careful with cultural dating because I'm gonna be honest. I've sat in rooms with men of various cultures and races, and that saying right there is the reason. Oh no, we wouldn't date a black woman because the first thing I got their mouth, you ain't gonna tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I be like, well, why? I guess for
And
me, I'm like,
see,
why would you want to be with somebody that you got to tell what to do all the damn time? I'm sorry.
but
That's like having a child.
A lot of people
that's
are
but
dominant and they want to.
that's no. It's just that's just how they were because there's a lot of women out here. That's what they do with men today. They tell them what to do.
And
I'm
again,
not I'm not making it one sided. I was just pointing out that that's why there's pimp.
no,
But
I get what
yeah, a
you're
No,
lot of
saying.
women out here.
what
Hold up,
he
wait, I'm
said,
talking. Hold on, wait, I'm talking.
Put me
Yeah, a
back on
Yeah,
lot of
the damn
women out
line.
here. There's a lot of women out here that tell their husbands what to do, and they sitting there like waiting for their wife to tell them what to do.
yeah.
That is true.
It
I mean,
go
that's why I
both
said I don't have no
ways.
problem with
So
it. Do what you
so
do.
it's not like it's one sided.
And that's why you got so many married single mothers
ooh,
Oh,
married single mothers. Whoa.
that's a whole
or
thing.
married single fathers. That is a
Yep,
thing
that's
because
a whole thing.
don't get me wrong. Like for me, and I can only speak for myself. I watched my parents when they were together. I've watched them as they've been divorced for 20 years and go into different relationships. And I realized neither one of them have grown in the 20 damn years that they have not been together.
Mm.
One of them digressed, but you didn't grow. You went backwards. And I'm like,
Ooh.
because again, you have married single people. You are married to somebody, but you are doing it all by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it ain't because
Mm.
their job takes them away all the time. Because don't get me wrong, my wife, she holds the house down a lot by herself because I work outside of our home, which takes me away from being at home 5 days out of a 7-day week. But when I'm here, I don't wait on her to say, "Hey, the dishes need to be done, the laundry need to be done." Well, hey, if I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it. If I don't, I'm just honest, but I don't feel like it.
It is
Right.
what it
And
is
she expects
sometimes.
that it understands because she's like, "Well, you ain't here but 36 hours, sir, before you gone again."
Uh-oh. Right.
But again, that works for us. That don't work for everybody, which is why we are like, no, we ain't gonna add nothing more than the big baby we already got to this, because that ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna work when you
Mm-hmm.
got to have little humans. But
Yeah.
too often we're not having that conversation. Too often people are out here having babies thinking that's gonna keep the other person.
Or wanting to do all these things that are outside of the budget, live this lifestyle that they can't
Because you
maintain
want
or
to,
afford because of wanting to keep up with the Joneses or impress other people. And that's why I said I'm one of those people. You like it, I love it, baby. Do you? I think every relationship should be customized based on the two people or whoever's in it, because it might be more, right? Whoever's in it, it needs to meet your needs. I had a friend years ago. Um, she wanted to have a stay-at-home husband because she ran a business. She was like, I don't want to clean, I don't want to cook, I don't want to do none of that shit. I just want a man that's gonna take care of everything, come home, rub my feet, dick me down, and I'll
A
pay the bills.
stay-at-home husband.
And she got that, right? And it worked for her. And I was like, I ain't got no judgment. I don't give a damn. I ain't got to deal with it. You know what I'm like? People need to be comfortable in their own skin to ask for what they want and to go for that, because y'all in that house together, y'all in that relationship together. Fuck what they said over there, because they ain't got to be over here living it with you. And y'all know what my motto is: if you not feeding me, if you not fucking me, if you not financing me and paying my bills, I don't give a fuck. Those are the 4 F's that I live by. Your opinion don't matter, your judgment don't matter.
Because to me, but that's the thing. Too often we're not speaking on what we really want.
That is very true.
Or we don't, or people will be like, oh, I want to stay at home husband, or I want to stay at home wife. And your reasonings are selfish as hell. And you're really not thinking about what that entails for that person.
Very true.
But like she said, she had a friend that found it, because you, and this is what I always try to tell people: you can find what you're looking for.
Very true.
As long as you are honest about what you're looking for. Now, it may not be 100% of the time, because no, it's definitely not gonna be 100. No matter what you're looking for,
you ain't gonna find 100%.
You could be a wealthy dude, and you are like, yo, I just want somebody to guzzle my balls every day. You ain't gonna find somebody 100% of the time that's gonna do that just because you got money. I'm just being honest. I know it sounds funny, but I'm just being honest.
No, you are 100% right.
You're right.
Because if somebody else be like, I'll do it on Saturdays and Sundays, you like, no, I want it every day. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
For instance, my wife, she's one of those people. I've said it several times. I'm like, okay, once I get to a certain point to where I can, which I hold down the house on my own as is financially. She does certain things, but 95% of it is on me. And I'm like, well, once I get to a point where I can do 100%, you ain't got to work. And she's like, nigga, because she wants to work. She's like, I got to have something to do. I'm not going to sit here and cook and clean. She was like, I don't even like cooking. I know you don't. That's okay. She does. She cooks for me when I ask. Like last night, she made me lasagna. My God, that lasagna was. Whew.
Is this how they do it?
That lasagna was giving life. Like I'm gonna fuck that up in a little bit. But now I got lasagna to go to work with me for the rest of the week, so I ain't mad.
Right. Hallelujah. But those are things that we have. So I look at relationships, and I tell all my clients this: I look at relationships like business. You got to come to the table and negotiate what it is that you need. That person has to negotiate what they need, and you need to be able to communicate that together. Some areas you're going to get exactly what you want. Some areas you're going to have to compromise. Some things might be deal breakers, and you need to be upfront about that so that person can decide whether they can flex a little bit and you can flex a little bit. But come to the table and negotiate so that both people walk away not getting 100% of what you need, because that ain't going to really ever happen, but getting majority of what you need and desire, and deciding whether that person is the right fit for where you are and who you're becoming, right? And that negotiation is not a one-time thing. Let me be honest about that. That is something you start off there and you continue to communicate consistently in the experience. Right. And as you grow, because your needs change, your desires change, your wants change. And that's an approach that works for me. It helps me to weed people out. It helps me to figure out who I want to give time to. I do the same thing in my friendships. This is what I need in my friendships. This is what I blah, 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 blah. And the first time I gave that to a new friend of mine a couple of years ago, she was like, you really talk like that. And I was like, and I do. And so you need to figure out whether my friendship makes sense for you.
Right. But it don't. You mean it's hell.
Right. But it helps her to understand, like, okay, you gave it to me in plain terms, and that makes sense.
Right.
And I understand. And she was like, damn, I ain't never thought about that. So she started doing it in her friendships. Like, it sounds clinical, but it's not. When you put it into practice, literally all I'm telling you to do is communicate.
And be honest with your communication, because I've seen too many relationships. I was in one where I am very upfront from the get-go. When I meet somebody that I am going to date, I am going to marry, whatever. I do not want children. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We can be fur parents.
As you can hear, little baby badass in here barking. I don't want human children for several different reasons that are my personal reasons. One being, I'm selfish as fuck. I don't want to share my person with another person outside of ones I already have to.
Understandable.
So it's like I don't want kids. But why is it that people think, oh well, you're 29, you're gonna change your mind? No, I'm not. I'm not.
Sometimes
Or they get in relationships and they be like, oh, well, they said they didn't want them now, but they'll change.
You're not gonna fucking make me change my mind.
And then now you mad at me because I didn't reach your expectation.
Yeah.
That was
you didn't reach their manipulation, is what it was. Because
you didn't get to what they wanted.
The fact is that there are certain people who do things and say, well, I can make him change her mind, or I can make her change her mind, or whatever. And no, you cannot make anybody change their mind. You cannot. And stop trying to. And you know what?
Or my all-time favorite.
Said, if somebody wants,
if you love me, you will do.
Right. Like nobody.
So the answer to that is, I had a vasectomy because I don't want children. That's it. That's it.
Listen.
That's the answer to that.
Listen.
So ain't no if answer, but if you fucking with me, and I done already told you I don't want children, and this is how much I don't. I done already had a vasectomy.
And listen, ladies, can I tell y'all something? Because a lot of times ladies be feeling like I'm too much, I'm difficult, I'm a handful, I'm a little mean, they ain't gonna want me. Baby, it's like catnip. Let me tell y'all something. I am not nice at all. I acknowledge this. I'm not a nice person. I am a kind and caring person. I'm a little selfish. I'm a little mean. Okay. And it's like fucking catnip to them if they want you. And I got one that he's like, you're so mean. I'm like, I know, but you love it. He's like, and I do. If a person wants you and you communicate and they communicate and you want each other, there's a way to be in a healthy experience. Or if you're just dating and having fun, if a person wants you, you can still be yourself. But if you can't be yourself because you got to flex and bend and work into a pretzel to please them, that ain't your person. And you need to let them the fuck go and leave them where you found them. What your grandma say, Sean? Tell us again. What your grandma say?
Yeah, you leave them where you find them.
Okay?
But then that's the other thing you add to that. That we also have to put out there. How you get them is how you will lose them.
My.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Let me tell you something.
But no, you can't tell me shit on that because trust me, I done been there and done that. So that's not necessarily
always a cheater.
That's not necessarily true.
Hold on, y'all. Kenneth said that's the answer for sure. What were you talking about, Kenneth?
When I said get a vasectomy.
Oh.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't want to go into something negatively. So if you're going into, you do not want to go into something negatively.
Oh, that's true.
And what I mean by that is if you meet somebody and they got somebody, but they cheat on that somebody with you don't want to go into that kind of situation.
Sean, but wasn't that kind of what you were talking about? How you meet them is how, because
that's what I'm referring to from what he said. But that's not always the case because sometimes you do that and then they be like, all right, well fuck you, I'm going back to whoever the fuck they were fucking with. So it's not you didn't necessarily lose them how you got them, but at the same time they never stopped fucking with that person and then they went back to that person. And
let me clarify what I mean.
Please, sir.
Let me clarify. You find them, they're married. Y'all have this affair. They divorced because their significant other found out they was cheating on them with you. Y'all end up in this long-term relationship for however long. And then you end up divorcing them because guess what they were doing yet again? Cheating on you. So
and that I understand that. I understand that part of it. I'm just saying it doesn't always go that way because sometimes they'll divorce that person, but won't stop fucking with that person. They won't tell you because just like they ain't tell them they was fucking with you, they ain't gonna tell you they still fucking with them, and then they go back to that person.
Yeah,
Eh,
I've seen that happen too.
it's the type of shit that happens. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do some shit, do it on the up and up.
Facts.
I met a woman that I was like, oh shit, this is when I was young. I was in my 20s, and I was like, oh shit, whatever, whatever. But she was married, so I'm like, yo, you gonna have to divorce your husband before we can do anything. And she did that shit. So she wasn't actually cheating on him. I mean, yeah, she was talking to me, but she wasn't cheating on him.
Wait a minute.
But then
She divorced him, but now y'all still ain't together. Oops. I'd be mad as a motherfucker at your ass. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Wait.
Why would you be mad at me?
Because you got her to get a divorce, and now you ain't with
I didn't get her to do anything. I told her if she wanted to fuck with me, she had to get a divorce. She got a divorce, but she still wasn't trustworthy. Yeah. That's why we ain't together.
That's fucked up because you made it seem like you was gonna be with her. You the fucking
no. See, you trying to make this about me. It ain't about me. It's about her.
Why was she still that trustworthy?
It's still about
because she's not. Because she divorced that nigga. We got together, and then she was out doing other shit. So it was on her. It wasn't on me. I wasn't doing shit. She was.
Okay.
But I tried to do the right thing from the beginning instead of being cheating and all that bullshit.
But you already knew she was going. You know she was foul when you got her.
Hey, when I said get a divorce and she got a divorce, I thought she was trying to do the right thing.
Oh my God!
Obviously, you thought wrong.
Exactly, wow. I did think wrong.
Wow!
I thought wrong like a motherfucker. But I ain't trying to go down that adultery road. None of that shit. Get a divorce, and then we can move forward. She got a divorce. I tried to move forward, and she was doing bullshit.
My God, today.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Lord
so
Jesus,
the bottom line is now Alpha never came back and told me whether or not I was gonna be an adulteress, but okay. Anywho,
we're gonna have to research that and find out.
We don't have
y'all
to research
who are live with us, if you know anything about polygamy with Gypsy be cheating on herself if she decided to be a polygamist, but still wanted a friends with benefits.
I don't think so.
Situation. Okay.
And then the other thing is that we need suggestions on locations, like what city you guys want us to come to, and we're gonna just tell you this: the one with the most votes, like the most cities or whatever that we get, like say for example, somebody say Houston, and it'd be like a whole.
Let me tell you something. I'm not spending none of my money in the state of Texas, so no.
Oh shit. But that's what SP is, though.
Yeah, but that's where that whole Carmelo Anthony situation just went down.
That's what the whole Carmelo Anthony situation, the whole black people situation, the whole alphabet game situation.
That's true. But what we're saying is, you guys, let's choose a spot. Everybody vote in our send it into our inbox. Give them the address, Jay.
You can email us, my good people, at sexintimacypower@gmail.com. If you don't want to send an email, if you want it to be anonymous, you can also click the link in any description on our videos to go to our Google form, and you don't have to put your email, your name, or anything. You can send us questions. You can send us topic ideas. You can vote on what city we should go to and send it to us that way as well. Kenneth suggested Orlando, Florida. I'm always game for that. I love Orlando.
I'm always game for somewhere I ain't got to be in the car driving more than 5 hours.
But wait a minute. The other thing is don't be going on our Google forms. We will know who you are, because guess what? I have an IT background. I will find out if it's the same metadata address that's saying the same fucking city. So don't even try it. Don't even try it. Don't try it.
Gypsy coming from it ain't even did nothing yet. God,
don't
girl.
Listen, I'm just trying. Listen, because
she said,
you
be on
got
that
them,
fuck shit, y'all.
You got them slicksters that'll be like, well, if I put it in 11 times that they should go to Orlando, then they'll go to Orlando, and then I be the only one voted.
And then that motherfucking ass won't show up. Ain't that some
right,
shit?
Right.
Like,
and
if you vote for the place, show up.
Right.
We
Because
ain't
we
gotta
want
put
y'all
you
to
on
come
camera.
meet us in person. We want to have some fun, do a live show together, recording or whatever, and just get out and enjoy ourselves. Listen, this is the reason we decided to do this. Life is stressful. We understand. It's a lot of shit going on outside. Everybody's just kind of feeling the effects. And so we decided to do it in person so we could all get together and hang out as friends because we miss each other. But we also wanted it to be an opportunity for anybody close in the area that wants to come hang out with us as well. And just reset your nervous system and enjoy yourself and have some fun for a little bit, okay? That being said, before we hop off, make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you click the share link on this video and share it out. And if you catch up with some of the replays, pop in, share your comments. We will take time to respond. And grab those links and share them out because I'm going to say the same thing I keep saying. I'm just saying, if you not telling your people, I am convinced that you don't really like them like that. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Nadina, she said every state can be problematic. And that is true. That is true. All I'm saying is
if we personally at this point, Texas is a problem for me.
All I'm saying is if we do decide to go to Houston, what I heard earlier was that Sean was gonna be cooking and feeding us. That's what I heard. I'm just saying.
Well, then that's a different situation. I can demo him and let him spend his coins.
I ain't say that, but I love to cook, so I never had no problem with cooking. So,
that's what we heard. That's what we heard. So with that being said, okay, we got called on the carpet because we hadn't done it the past few times. What is y'all's sex position that you want to recommend and or a song? Your sex position that you want to recommend and or a song. Go.
So I got a song, and this song is a new song. It's a little bit different.
Okay.
You better not be no Cardi B.
No, I am really not a Taylor Swift fan, but I do like her new song. I knew it. I knew her.
Oh, okay, all right.
I
don't fuck with her because she ain't got enough body for me. But okay, what's the song?
I got a song. I'm gonna go old school.
Go old school with it.
That's the name of the song. I knew it.
The Truth by India.Arie.
You see how we done talked all over that one. We don't rock with her. What you say?
I don't rock with her, but that's okay. I don't either. But it came across my timeline and I heard it and I liked it.
You said The Truth, Essie. Now that's a dope song by India.Arie. Yeah. Oh, yes. I love that song now. Cause he is the truth. Yes, honey.
Okay. All right.
And I love the way that he makes me feel.
That right there.
Love that
the one line of that song that got me more than anything was.
And that's the thing, because I never got into why I would date myself, but I'm a generous lover. So yeah, I would date myself. But anyway, what would be the position, y'all?
You go ahead with that one. I had a song.
We kept kicking it to you and you wasn't adding nothing. I mean, talk about it before we go. What is it?
When I ask that, it's just whatever. It's whatever. Like, we gonna do this, we gonna do. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if you don't like getting folded up, then you don't want to see me. So, because I'm doing mad positions. I'm in a mad position, and that you gonna get folded up.
We at the age where you get folded up, you might wind up at the ER.
Okay, because what is you talking about?
Yoga.
I ain't flexible. Fuck that.
Yoga. If you're not flexible,
Let me see
yoga.
you do that yoga.
Will get you
No,
out.
I'm sorry. Now you know
just
what?
don't-
Catch
I
me
just don't
after
wanna
this
wind up on
call,
some-
and we might be able to talk about that.
I just
PSA
don't want to wind
ladies.
up on somebody's, TV show. You know that TV show, the real
The emergency
ER
room.
adventures, the emergency room. I don't want
Yo-
to wind up on there with some
yoga.
vegetable in me or folded up. Or,
No. Ain't nobody talking about
Do that
no
yoga.
food object whatsoever. Nobody said nothing about that. Yoga. Look, you can take yoga for beginners, which understands that you're not flexible, and then you get flexible. And the more you do it, the more flexible you get. And trust me, your body can do it. Your body's always been able to do it. It just forgot because you stopped doing it.
Jay, and you think your
Huh?
sciatica acting up now? Here, have your
God,
ass in the ER.
Doing it.
Yoga
Your
will
ass
work
to be
that
in the
out.
ER trying to
No,
explain why
You
you
go
in
to
there
you
with
go
a
to a
cane.
yogi. No. You go to a yogi. You tell them you got sciatica, and they're gonna give you the proper trust. And by the time you work it out, you can be like sciatica what?
Listen, PSA for the ladies. You need to understand two things if you're going to shoot your shot with Mr. Sean P. Okay. One,
that guy.
you
Microphone
must be willing
checker.
to
1, 2,
guzzle
check
up
it.
balls every single day.
No. I ain't say that.
And
I like my mouth when he check. The boys, I don't give a fuck about you. You could do, but no, I ain't. That's not a prerequisite.
Teabagging is not a prerequisite. Is that what you
That's
said?
not a prerequisite.
that's
No,
not a
that's not a
prerequisite.
prerequisite.
Okay. So
No,
let me
it's
correct
just
that.
You got to
Ladies,
get fellatio.
you must
Though.
be able to
You
do
got
two
to get
things.
fellatio.
You must be able to hop Tui every day. Okay. And you must be able to be folded up like a pretzel. Those are the two prerequisites, okay?
and I ain't even say every day. I'm just saying more than not. That's all.
More than not. Okay.
More than
Yes.
not.
My God, today.
Wow.
I'm ready to
That's
go
a
because
topic of
my
Okay.
leg is
conversation
like,
too.
we
Uh-oh.
done.
Yeah,
It's
her
time
leg
now. We're
is.
talking
And
now.
I knew when you stood up.
and you got if you stretch, and don't you ease into it. You know, a small stretch, and then you ease into it.
Okay, so let me tell y'all why this. So I am actually hyper flexible. I can't think of the name of it, but
You double
I've
jointed.
always been that way.
Oh
However,
shit!
what happens?
Origami.
No. What happens? No, son. But what happens? I've been having to wear braces on my knees here and there since I was like 16 because sometimes my ligaments and tendons and joints are too loose, right? So y'all know how when you look at a person and think, oh, they're bow-legged because their legs go too far back. And then some people's extend further than that. Yeah, that's me. So everybody that's flexible ain't flexible because they feel good and they want to be flexed. So for me,
Right.
stretching can actually work or do more damage. Because I'm so flexible, it can do more damage than good. Yeah. So
But you see, you know now niggas out here they hearing like challenge. That's what they
right,
hearing.
you're like, oh, she said what? No, bitch. No. That
I
being
can't with
said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and close this down. So we already got a vote in for Atlanta. We got a vote in for Houston, Texas. We got a vote in for Orlando, Florida. Let
Right.
us know what you think and where you would like us to do a live spot to come join us so we can do a podcast with you there in person, have some fun, get out on the town, be adults, and just woosah, because life's been lifing for the past however long for all of us, right? It's time for us to,
Right.
I love that, brush your shoulders off, okay? And have some fun. We love you all. Thank you for being a part of our online family. Thank you for those of you that are hyping us up, telling other people, sharing the link, putting the word out there.
Yes.
Make sure that you get onto those old episodes and catch the replays. And we actually have been brainstorming some other things we want to do on the channel. So make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. What did Tevin Campbell say, y'all? What did Tevin Campbell say?
It was Audi 5000. Peace.